Hey guys, listen, I'm gonna take my time to go over Kanika Jenkins' autopsy report with you all. I know Cassie had put information out about it, but I feel the need to go over it and uh, read it out loud to you all. And I'd like to say something to the young lady who's claiming to be the medical examiner's assistant. Um, when I write a play for the church, I'd hand out the scripts to the actors. From there, we sat around a large table and went over our lines. So, we could kind of have it in our minds because once you get to physically acting out the play, you don't want to be stumbling over your words and you you want to be you can't be slow with it. You have to be quick with it and quick witted. Then we'd have rehearsals. Sometimes we'd rehearse for a month, depending on how long the script is, a month or two. So by the time we get to production, we were we could put on the play and be flawless with it. Okay? Basically, everybody who got a script became the character they were playing by that time. But even before production, just to make sure we were good enough to get out there in the public and perform these plays, we'd have something called a dress rehearsal. And in that dress rehearsal, we dress up like the characters we were playing, no script in hand, where we physically act out that play. And then on that night, if we needed to change something, if one of the characters, if I saw one of the characters couldn't follow through, I kind of change a few things for them and give them the option to ad lib if they forgot their lines, because by that time they knew the storyline well enough where if they forgot a line in the script on their part, I gave them the option to ad lib, and ad lib simply means fill in. If you forgot something in the play, in your script, your lines, fill in with some words that make sense, that go along with the storyline. You understand what I'm saying, uh, young lady? So, what I suggest to you and your script writer do, well, actually, this suggestion is for your script writer. Because you see, he is the producer of the play that you're acting out. And your part is, he's given you the part of the assistant medical examiner in the play that you guys are acting out over social media. But he's having some problems with you because you can't articulate well enough what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So, what he needs to do is go back and sit you down at a table, go over your lines again, and then you guys need to go back into rehearsal again. Don't forget the final step, because you need that dress rehearsal before you put on the production. And then maybe when you come back out, you'd be more believable. But right now, nah, we don't believe you. I consider you to be a fake, a phony, and a fraud. And I think it's very distasteful of a woman of your age to get out and do what you're doing over social media. But let's go. I had this up long enough so you guys can see that um, she was pronounced dead on September 10th, 2017. She was examined on that same day at 10 a.m., examined by Kirsten E. Howell, MD, and the supervising medical examiner was Kirsten Alvarenga, MD. Okay? So, like I said, I'm going to go over as much of it as I can right now, and then I'll do the rest later. So, the body, this is the external examination. The body is clothed in a white bra top, blue denim jacket, blue jeans, and purple underwear. Accompanying the body is a left gray shoe. Cook County mark identification bands are on the bilateral great toes and right wrist. The body is that of a normally developed, well nourished adult black female. The body weighs 159 pounds, is 66 inches in length, and appears compatible with the reported age of 19 years. The body is cool following refrigeration. Rigor mortis is well developed and symmetrical in the upper and lower extremities, neck, and jaw. Fixed red purple lividity is present on the left anterior and posterior surfaces of the body, except in areas exposed to pressure. The body is well preserved and is not embalmed. A long black weave is attached to the natural black scalp hair, which is braided. The eyes are closed. Long black false eyelashes are on the upper eyelids. The irids are brown. Excuse me. The corneas are clear. The conjunctivae are mildly hyperemic and free of petechia on the bulbar and palpebral surfaces. The external auditory canals, nares, and oral cavities are free of foreign material and abnormal secretions. No cavarial or facial fractures are present. The ears are normally developed and have no trauma. Each earlobe is remotely pierced twice. The nose has a palpably intact bridge and septum. The lips and the frenula are intact. The teeth are natural and in good repair. Examination of the neck reveals no external evidence of injury. The chest and breast are symmetrical. No breast masses are palpable. Each nipple is remotely pierced once, and there is a multicolored barbell type stud in each piercing defect. The abdomen is slightly rounded. The pubic hair is shaved. The external genitalia are those of a normally adult female and are free of injury or abnormality. The clitoral hood is remotely pierced and a white metal barbell type stud is in the piercing defect. The posterior torso is without note. The anus and perineum are atraumatic and unremarkable. The back and buttocks have no traumatic abnormalities. So, for the person who keeps saying that she was raped and sodomized, this is your answer. She was not. The upper and lower extremities are well developed and symmetrical. There are no bony deformities, pitting edema, or palpable fractures. The fingernails are covered by intact artificial nails, covered by white nail polish. The toenails are covered by white nail polish. A 1/2 1/4 inch red purple irregular abrasion is on the lateral right ankle. A 1/2 1/2 inch ill-defined purple contusion is on the posterior lateral right leg. Okay. Internal examination. Miss Medical Examiner's assistant, who didn't know what a Y-shaped incision was. Let me tell you what it is. The body is opened by a usual thoracico-abdominal Y-shaped incision, and the chest plate is removed. No adhesions or abnormal collections of fluid are in any of the body cavities. All organs are present in the normal anatomic positions. The subcutaneous fat layer of the abdominal wall is 2 centimeters thick at the umbilicus. So, for the person who's saying that this was a sacrifice, a satanic ritual, all of her body organs were present. The scalp is incised and reflected in the usual manner. The intrascalp and the subscalp regions have no contusions or hemorrhages. The calvaria and skull base are intact, without any bony abnormalities or fractures. The dura mater and falx cerebri are intact and unremarkable. There are no epidural, subdural, subarachnoid hemorrhages or subarachnoid hemorrhages. The 1350 gram brain is normal in shape. The leptomeninges are thin, delicate, and without exudates. The cerebral hemisphere are symmetrical with mild edema. So her brain was mildly swollen. The cerebral hemisphere are symmetrical with mild edema as characterized by flattening of the gyri and narrowing of the sulci. the cerebral vessels have no aneurysms or arteriosclerosis. The cranial nerves are normally developed. Sections through the cerebral hemispheres reveal no focal lesions of the cortex, white matter, or deep nuclear structures. Sectioning of the brain stem and cerebellum shows no focal abnormalities. The ventricular system is of normal size, shape, and configuration. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video right here, and then later on today, I'll read out some more of the autopsy. I'll, you know, start where I left off, because I want you guys to actually hear the the autopsy report versus letting a bunch of foolish people feed you a bunch of nonsense and lies about it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.